Hello Cupcakes, it's Wednesday, it's New Comic Book Day and we're back with another video. It's a show where we show you like the new comic books that came out this day and show some of the artwork and talk a little bit about the story so that you can make a decision like whether this book is for you or not. This week we've got some goodness from DC, some goodness from Image, one Marvel title and one absolutely bonkers title from Bad Idea that I can't wait to show you. So without further ado, let's check out the video, guys. Alright guys, the first book we have is Absolute Green Arrow issue number 3. This is by Pornchak Picket Short and it's drawn by Rafael Albuquerque. So this is the Dan Panosian cover. As you can see, this is your Green Arrow featuring also Diana Laurel Lance. But I also had to get this Gerard Perel cover. Because this is dope, this is awesome. This shows you Green Arrow ripping through all these bodies with his bow that converts into like machetes. So I had to have this, so it was just the cover spoke to me. So I got 2 covers for the book. But the story is basically about like being told you through the perspective of Diana Laurel Lance. And, she's your main narrative character here who drives the narrative, and you have the Green Arrow and he's mysterious. We don't know who he is. It's not Oliver Queen because Oliver Queen is dead in this universe, and they give you a lot of clues. It could be Connor Hawke, it could be Roy Harper. We don't know who this mysterious Green Arrow is, and I guess once they kind of sort of reveal his identity, then they will move the perspective. They'll probably shift the perspective from Diana to whoever this person is, right? But again, like I said, what works for this book is the great action. Rafael Albuquerque art is amazing. It's sublime. Look at this. He presses this button, everything explodes. He's shooting arrows. So Albuquerque art is what is basically compelling me to get this book whenever it comes out. And the story is pretty good too, because we're dealing with this whole mystery about who this new Green Arrow is, and at the same time we have this backstory of Diana Laurel Lance, who used to be like an ex-cop, then she was like an ex-MMA fighter, then she was also one of those, she was a bodyguard for hire, right, like a mercenary. And now she's basically trying to figure out the secret identity of this Green Arrow, who's been killing all the billionaires in Star City. So it's got a great premise. It's got a good story, right? I hope that they keep the momentum up, and I will continue reading Absolute Green Arrow issue number 3, guys. Okay, next one is Deathstroke. This is one of my favorite all in the next level all in books. This is by Tony Fleecis, Carmine Giandomenico. Deathstroke has basically lost everything. Somebody has taken over his all of his guns, all of his weapons, all of his money. Somebody's raided all of his safe houses, and it turns out that he was the one who gave the order. And there's another Deathstroke, so it's basically Deathstroke confronting Deathstroke. Who is this imposter? Who is the true Deathstroke? We don't know. We've got Slade Wilson fighting his daughter in the last issue, but they kind of sort of make up. And this just continues that story. It's part 5 of The Job, the first series. I've been loving it. I've been digging it. The Giandomenico art. I mean, the action. This is like a 90s action movie. This is how Deathstroke should be. Again, you care about the character, although he's like a cold-blooded assassin, right? But Tony Fleecis writes him in a way that he humanizes him, and you have like empathy for the character. And at the same time, the setting that they put him in, that he's lost everything. His main right-hand guy is murdered, and then he's left with nothing. It's just an assassin with a healing factor, right? So he's completely enraged. And they also give you like a backstory, which is great, of why Deathstroke became the way he is. So he had a complicated relationship with his wife. He was never a caring father, etc. And that's what you want to, you want that nuance with your characters. And Tony Fleecis completely gives me that punch and that dynamism in a character which I haven't seen in a long time, at least with Deathstroke. So again, I'm loving it. Great art, great book, great character story, great action. Everything about this book is fired. And this is Deathstroke, the Terminator issue number 5, guys. Okay. Next one is one of my favorite, most anticipated books I've been waiting for a long time. This is Dark Knights of Steel, issue number 1. So this is by Tom Taylor, and Otto Schmidt does the art. So this is a sequel to the Dark Knights of Steel for which I'm going to do a separate review for the hardcovers of Dark Knights of Steel. There was also a spin-off series called Dark Knights of Steel All Winter, but that was like a spin-off series. This is the actual sequel. And yeah, this is an amazing cover again, also by Gerald Perel, who did this cover. So this guy has been killing it on covers, man. And I've never even heard of him, but now I'm a big fan. So this one is what this is basically DC Universe mixed with Game of Thrones, and it's an Elseworld tale. Yeah, there's the Elseworld logo here. So and yeah, the original series was done by Tom Taylor, and Yasmin Putri. So Tom Taylor of Injustice and DC's fame. So he's excellent with all these Elseworld tales. So I can't wait to dive into this, and with this cool cover. So yeah, so again, like I said, this is DC Universe mixed with Game of Thrones. So basically everybody's a knight, everybody's a king or a jester. So all the characters are back. And what is happening in this issue, I just know the premise, is this is Supergirl, they call her Zala. And at the same time, this is your Wonder Woman, they call her Diana. They're both like in love with each other, and they have like a marriage on Themyscira, and then things just go wild, right? So yeah, you've got Bruce Wayne, who's basically like a knight here. Like he's the Dark Knight, but he's also a knight of the realm. And at the same time, you've got Superman, who's like Prince. He's the Prince of House L, you know. So yeah, so it's got like again, the artwork. I'm a big Yasmin Putri fan. Otto Schmidt, I hope like lives up to Yasmin Putri in this book, and I really hope he does. And I hope that this second series is equally as kinetic and dynamic as the first one was, because I absolutely love the first one. I just reread the whole thing in hardcovers. I bought it when it came out in single issues. I am a sword and sorcery guy, if you can't tell by now, and I absolutely gorge. This kind of stuff is totally made for me, right? Yeah, man. Queens, and Amanda Waller is like their head guard or something, like the Queen's Guard, head of the Queen's Guard. So it totally makes sense for these characters to be organically planted into this knights and dragons realm. And yeah, absolutely love it. I hope Tom Taylor will kill it on the sequel as he did in the first one, and can't wait to read it, guys. But this is Dark Knights of Steel issue 2, Dark Knights of Steel 2 issue 1. Okay, that does it for the DC books. We've got just one Marvel book, and that's basically a cover by. Well, not exactly. It's this gorgeous Alex Ross cover with the Virgin variant with Black Widow, and I think this is the right side. So because she's falling and she's shooting her the Widow's Bite, and she's like basically she's got this rope around, and it looked amazing, man. So yeah, and the basic, but this is Armageddon. Avengers issue number 2, written by Chip Zdarsky. I don't know who's inked it. Oh yeah, so you've got two artists here, Delio Diaz and Frank Alpizar. So yeah, this is again, the Avengers are taking versus Red Hulk, basically, who's taken over Latveria, and he's attacking Symkaria. And yeah, man, it's the kind of sort of the next Marvel event, which is not an event. So Queen in Black, they call it an event. This, they just call it like a thing. So thankfully there are no spin-offs to this or anything. It's just this, and basically you just need to follow like Captain America, and then you're good. And yeah, that's what I like about it. So, because it wasn't like taken into 10,000 directions. Right now it's a cohesive story. You get the Avengers fighting against Red Hulk, and the government of the United Nations are basically against them for doing it, because they're like, you guys are unsanctioned, you can't go on international territory. The same old things, tropes that were there in Civil War, they are like coming back again with them. But yeah, I love it. For now, the first issue was good. Let's hope the second issue maintains that tempo. And hopefully I dig it enough to buy all the issues of this, man. But this is purely a cover buy for me for now. And then, yeah, hopefully if I like what is in there, I buy the next issue too, guys. But yeah, this is Alex Ross cover, and this is Avengers Armageddon issue number 2 by Zdarsky. All right, let's move on to the image titles. So we've got Tigress Island, issue number 5. I think this is the last issue of this. So again, the very simple elevator pitch of this story is like a bunch of women have been kidnapped and trapped into an island, which is basically the Tigress Island, and they have been forced to work as sex slaves there. And right now they have escaped the island, and they're on the verge of escape, right? And a bunch of them die, and some of them survive, and it's a tale of survival. They meet this beat down actress who's been living on the island for over 5-6 years, I guess. And then, in the last issue. And yeah, hopefully, like, I've enjoyed it. The EPHK art is so different than anything else that is on paper, that is printed, right? So that's the reason why I bought it. So I hope that Kindle also gives us a super bombastic ending, that truly lands and kind of like cements this book as one of the greatest books. Yeah, man. So I hope, like, it delivers at the ending. And yeah, I'm in for anything Patrick Kindlon does. I'm a fan ever since he did like Gehenna and other stuff. So yeah, so sad to see this story end, but also at the same time, overjoyed to read it and see how it ends. Okay. Next, we've got Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. This is Jimmy Palmiotti, and Patrick Reynolds does the art on this book usually. This is done, but this is, I think, done by a fill-in artist, R. McGinall. Not heard of them. But basically, this is the best Western comic out there. It is a Spawn title, and it is Gunslinger Spawn, so, he's just there. But other than that, it's basically a revenge quest about this First Nations Native American girl who kind of teams up with Gunslinger Spawn, and they're out to get this guy, Captain Lane, who's got supernatural abilities and stuff, and his gang, and because they like kind of murdered her family and stuff. It's a very simple revenge tale. I don't know why it was supposed to be like a 4-issue mini, and then they just like increased the sales on it. Now it's on issue 16, and I'm still digging it. I'm still loving it. It's the only Spawn title like I pull. But yeah, just because of the artwork draws me in, and it's usually Patrick Reynolds, but I'm looking at this art, and this is also pretty awesome. So like I said, one of the best Westerns out there. If you like old school gunslinger stuff, this is a book for you. It is a Spawn title, like I said, but yeah, that's the only thing. Like, it's just that got Gunslinger Spawn. Other than that, it could be like a supernatural Western. Like, it's a great book. I love it. I dig it. I'm gonna continue pulling it. And yeah, still got the kinetic energy going there. But this is Gunslinger Spawn, Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, issue number 16, guys. And it's a 3.99 book, so total bang for your buck. Okay, from Image Comics, we have Joshua Williamson, Andrea Molina on G.I. Joe issue 24. So this story arc, I'm not like, after the Dreadnought was like an amazing story arc. This is more like a simplistic horror story arc wherein you got this character Risk and a couple of the other Joes and the Cobra and team led by Destro, who are trapped in this like haunted kind of mansion because they thought that they'll discover Energon there. But now they're trapped by this guy Crystal Ball, who's got like all these supernatural abilities, and he's basically testing Risk out. So it's not as strong as the Dreadnought arc, but yeah, again, it's G.I. Joe. So, I'm still loving it. I'm still digging it. But yeah, this arc is not, again, like, it's not 100% like engaging me. I guess the reason for that is I don't have any memories of the character of Risk because he's a new character. And at the same time, Crystal Ball also during my time, when I was collecting G.I. Joes, probably was not a big thing. So yeah, I kind of want this arc to end. And the one thing I'll tell you, like, I'm really liking about this is they have put Baroness and Destro together. They've kind of teamed them up to face these like fantastical horror stuff. So this could lead into something because in the animated show, Destro and Baroness were like obviously romantic interests of each other. So I hope that they slowly sort of push Baroness to liking and partnering with Destro and eventually taking it there. So that's the part of the story I really dug. But the rest of it is like kind of sort of okay. It's not bad by any means, but it's like coming from Dreadnought War. Like, I wanted, like, the tempo has, settled down a bit, and they're just telling this like kind of sort of an independent horror title, and the G.I. Joe-ness of it is slightly gone for me. So that's the only thing I would say. It's not a complaint or anything. It's just like how I feel right now after 24 amazing issues of G.I. Joes, right? So yeah, I just hope like, there's a big payoff at this, and who knows, man, once I read it, probably I'll enjoy it more than anything else I have on my pile. But this is G.I. Joe issue number 24, guys. Joshua Williamson and Andrea Molina. Okay, the last Image book we have is Robert Kirkman, Ryan Ottley, Invincible Universe Battle Beast. This is an all-out war, bloody war between Battle Beast and Conquest, who's shown up at this planet where like Battle Beast is there, and both of them are like, it's like unstoppable. What is it? Unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. This is basically what that is in comic book form, right? So it's just all-out action. He punches him. he comes back, he'll punch him even more harder, and it's a lot of a punchy show, but with a lot of heart, with a lot of great artwork by Ryan Otley, and yeah, with this entire planet, kind of sort of trapped into the mix. Look at that. How many panels is that? Wow, my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 panel layout, man. Who does that? So, yeah, and like, oh my god, look at this. Look at this. There's a freaking dragon fighting on the head of a dragon. Just like, so that's why the art style of Ryan Otley, oh my goodness. I'm glad I met him and got my Invincible title signed by him. But this is freaking amazing. Like, look, it goes from this whole like 32 panel to like just one single splash page. That's what I like about this book. It's bombastic, it's kinetic, it's like dynamic. All the adjectives I use usually in these reviews, everything for this book, because it's been ever since from the start, it's been a bang on book. It's been like totally out there. Like every issue is fire, and this is on issue number 11 now. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize like we've crossed like 10 issues for this. I don't know how long this is planned for. But I'm sure like Kirkman is going to deliver every single time. But yeah, like I said, all out war between Conquest and Battle Beast. If you like those characters, if you like the Invincible Universe, definitely check out Battle Beast, guys. Okay, the last book I bought, this is a Bad Idea comic book. It's called Banana, like the minions say it, banana. So, banana. Okay, I'm going crazy now. This is by Joshua Dysart. Art is by Maguire. And, Lapham. I think the covers are done by Allreds. So, yeah. It's a story about a banana, I guess, a banana human. And I guess banana number 1 in Matadero de los Duasis, So again, I found this concept like really eccentric. There's like a guy who's like a humanoid banana and his adventures and stuff. So yeah, who knows, man? Some of these Bad Idea books, they don't make it past issue 4. So who knows, but I loved it. I just thought it was fun to buy this. I was like, after all the superhero-ness, after all the heavy stuff we buy, you need some levity in life, right? And this is the exact thing I need. An absolutely bonkers book about fruits and vegetables, like turning into like action heroes and fighting battles and whatnot. Banana army. That's so funny. So yeah, man, I just hope I don't expect too much from this. I just hope that it delivers me like what it's promising, which is basically a freaking banana like ripping fools off, so I don't take it too seriously. Like I hope like I dig this. I love this, Joshua Dysart, he did a lot of stuff with Valiant Comics, and I love his Valiant work. So he's definitely he did, I think, what did he do? Harbinger, the relaunch in 2012 with Dinesh Sandasani. So it makes complete sense that he's doing this with Bad Idea. And yeah, he's an excellent writer. So I trust in Joshua because I read all the Valiant stuff because of Joshua and Duane Szerzewski with Bloodsport and everything. What is it? Not Bloodsport, Bloodshot. So yeah, those books are great. So, man, I just want to like enjoy this and figure out like what's up with this human banana. Why is he there? What is he doing? And, that's a cute cover. So yeah, man. Banana. So banana number 1, man. Yeah, it's just a fun buy. Okay, the last book is your Savage Sword of Conan. Great cover by Alex Horley. This is issue 15. We've got Conan fighting a giant serpent. I'm not familiar with. Is this Amanda Conner? Who is the creative team on this book? Not really sure because this is the magazine size Conan Savage Sword with independent like stories usually. Nothing you can pick up this like individually and be fine with it because it's got like it's not like a continuation of stories or anything. There is obviously like independent titles. Okay, this one is Amanda Conner. Okay, Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner. Wow. They put Palmiotti's name here. So wow. So Jimmy Palmiotti, Amanda Conner doing a story. That's awesome, man. But they're not doing the art. The art is done by Andy Belanger. Not heard of him, but yeah, the art looks nice. And like I said, this is probably independent Conan stories, done in black and white. More brutal, more savage, more violence and more nudity in this, just the way I like my comics. Yeah, man, what's not to like? So yeah, if you like, I've loved all of these, ever since they've relaunched this. I bought every single thing of Savage Sword of Conan and the Conan regular title. They're killing it on it, Conan. It's got like a Howard-verse renaissance. But yeah, basically what you get in this is like 3 short stories of Conan. and then you get like some pinup art. And yeah, and it is priced a little bit higher, but as I mentioned in my previous issues, this is $6.99, but you get oversized art and you get like 64 pages of it. So that's the best part, right? And you get like different stories, so different creators taking on Conan. And yeah, man, it's again sublime artwork, super detailed pencil artwork, no colors, just the way I like it. I've been loving it, I've been digging it, and I'll continue checking this out, guys. And you get these great covers by all these like fantasy artists, so what's not to like? But that again is my haul, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. If you stayed till the end, consider liking and commenting, and also checking us out on Instagram, where we do like short form content. And yeah, if you prefer this format, we'll continue to do this anyway. And also check out my Dark Knights of Steel, the hardcover video for the collected editions, in case you're thinking of picking that up. So this will definitely help you in order to understand. But guys, that's the end of it, and I'll catch you in the next week. Keep buying comics and keep living life, and take care of yourselves.